We thought we, touched all of land all over the world. And this kind of gives me hope that there are more ecosystems out there that haven't been touched by people and tainted, and they're still thriving. And I hope that we can expand the ecosystems that we have now, like the rainforest in Puerto Rico or the rainforest in the Amazon, and all these deforestation things that are happening in the world and nature that we are, in a sense, really contributing to. There's been tons of articles out there, like positive ones, because once again, I'm dealing in the positive. I know I got to highlight some of the negative, but there are places like in India, they planted like a crazy amount of trees. I don't have the number right now, but for the first time, like they're breaking world records and stuff. And I think it's not too late to turn it around. It's really not. I think, you hear a lot of the doomsday stuff in the news and articles and stuff of that nature, but I think it's really good that we get articles and stuff like this, because it brings it to light that there are still places out there that we can still visit, that we can still go, and we can still kind of have a hope that things will change. And with that, I'm done with that article. But I did mention world record. Those people planted a bunch of trees and, broke a record. And with that being said, our last story is from a listener and previous guest of the podcast, Arod. You may have heard her from our Okinawa trip episodes, but she actually shared with us an amazing story about 663 divers, like oceanic divers, set a world record cleaning the ocean floor off of Deerfield Beach in Florida. Now, y'all thought I was going to go in the podcast without mentioning cleaning up our ecosystem, huh? Well, you thought wrong, because shout out to A-Rod for giving us this article, because it gives me a chance to talk about polluting the earth, the thing that I hate the most. But I love news about cleaning up the most. So along with setting the world record of the largest ocean floor cleanup, they collected, in the article it said 1,600 pounds of lead fishing weights. So, lead fishing weights are those things that keep the hook down so that fish can grab it and all that stuff. So a lot of people cut those because they can't either it gets cut by bigger fish because they can't reel the fish in, or they cut it themselves, whatever the case is. There was 1,600 pounds of that laying at the bottom of this beach. And they didn't report on how much trash and debris was picked up, but they did say it was thoroughly cleaned. And last to set the record for that many people diving for an ocean cleanup was in Egypt, and they had 614 divers. So yeah, America wins again, but it's not about the competition, and it's not about setting world records. I'm just glad that everyone got a chance to clean up the oceans, and it made a difference, because hopefully that thing sends off the chain reaction. Stuff like this we need circulating more in the news, because the more we clean up, the more we conserve, the more the world flourishes, and we have a better chance of reversing this craziness that we got ourselves into. Now, that's it for the podcast. I am done. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, subscribe, comment, share, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your kids, and share it all over the place. Subscribe wherever you're at. Give it a rating. Give it a comment. And if you guys need to contact me personally, you can do so at limelighthighlight@gmail.com. I will always answer questions. I will always answer emails. And if you guys want to tag me in anything that you guys see, do so. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Instagram and Facebook are both at Limelight Highlight. Twitter is at LL Highlight, and that's my Twitter handle. So I hope everybody enjoyed this podcast once again. Remember, June 25th, Feed the Block. If you're in Philly, go help out those guys. Check out theblockgivesback.org and save the date, September 15th, 2019. Babes Who Brunch, Women's Empowerment Mixer. So all that and more to come. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until then, be humble, be helpful, pay it forward, be the best you can be, and I will talk to you guys next week. Peace.